Yeah, Mike Scott, Chicago. On the way to Key Conference, Trouble Worlds have a serene mind. Pause for penitentiary. Easter, happy Easter. Sunday's Easter. Sitting out here in the sun with a friend, drinking water, getting vitamins because the sun is full of vitamins. The fish needs the water to survive. The water needs the fish to survive. Human beings, we need sun. So live outdoors, take the mask off, breathe. Uh, yeah, like right now, the couple of the states, like people are going, people go, people go from Indiana to get cigarettes, which kills 8 million people. I'm gonna say that, but a lot of people go to Indiana for cigarettes nowadays. They're going to Indiana, so they, in Wisconsin, so they want to have their mask. They can go to the restaurant, enjoy life. So people are going to Indiana to have some fun because right now they want to have. They're trying to build a casino and having gambled. Going to April would be 32 years having gambled. So they try to build a casino in Chicago. So I might go out to the beach today because, they're trying to, last year they closed the beach down. You couldn't go to the beach, but you could go to Benny's and buy alcohol. That's how cold the game is, you know what I'm saying? Wickedness in a high place. So the train is moving around, hit by a train is not the last car. The caboose that kills the person. It's always the first car, the engine that kills the person. It's the first drink or drug, and marijuana is a drug. I know they made $1 billion, they legalized marijuana, but that's a drug. See nowadays they got this cancel culture. Certain words you can't speak. They take your freedom from you. You can't say mommy and dad in school right now. They you can't say God in school. But freedom of the mind. Meditation, the masters I've been on many years, and meditation inspires you. That's why I don't watch the news, because what happened was uncommon times are the only times when evil can find an interest. You watch the news, you get caught up in that emotions, worry, anger, fear. People they're gonna not like the verdict they're gonna get. And people gonna run out and they're gonna riot and stuff. Then we have another lockdown. But see, the peace that comes with God passes all understanding. See, the world can't give it, the world can't take it from you. So yesterday is Good Friday, and like I say. The wind cannot shake the mountains. Nothing can seriously except we're walking with God. So those who trust in the Lord are steady as Mount Zion, unmoved by any circumstances. I'm not trusting in science because see, Satan is the father of lies. They tell you to wash your hands, stay home, and you can buy marijuana, which was a Luciferian type of plan. And see, freedom of the mind. Mind must always be in a state of flowing, for when it stops anywhere, the flow is interrupted, and this interruption is injures the well-being of the mind. A book called Meditation to Master, because I keep my mind on books, not the news, because the news, they use the news to control people. Turn the news off, sit at the lake, sit at the park, sit in the sun, pray and meditate. Freedom of the mind. Meditation to the Master is talking about if one wears shoes, the pebbles on the road will not harm his feet. If one remains calm under any conditions, the pebbles in life will not cause you pain. So it's not what happens to me, it's how I take it. So I'm used to wearing this world like a loose garment. Because like I said, bleeding Santa Claus, I found there's no Santa Claus. Satan is the father of lies. So I'm not following what the people say out there. Because a lot of people are still getting a haircut. They was getting haircuts when you couldn't get a haircut. The dogs next door could get it, they get a haircut. And I couldn't get a haircut. That's how cold the game is. It's about control. I must control my emotions, and my emotions will control me. I can't control anything outside me. That's why I don't get caught up in telling people what to do. Put the mask on. Social distance, Now they say you can go 3 feet. You can be, instead of 6 feet, now there's 3 feet. That's all game. See, your thoughts will put you in the grave. It put you 6 feet in the ground. Last year you couldn't go visit your relatives when it was locked down. You couldn't go to cemeteries, But now they're trying to worry about baseball. See, baseball, the pastime of America, they worry more about baseball than about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Or God. See, God commands that sun. That's why I'm in the sun. So you can't block the sun out. Every time the sun rises, I think life is just beginning. Buddha talks about what's the use of claiming something is yours when the moon is used as public light. See, even the lion, which is the king of the jungle, has to defend itself against flies. You hear them dogs barking? It's better to be a live dog than a dead lion, right? So life unfolds in a great sheet called time, and once finished, it is gone forever. Seize the moment. Butterflies are gone, are still here. Dinosaurs are gone because dinosaurs couldn't change. So I had to change. So it's cool to be a square. Slow lane is the best lane. I don't need a curfew from the state to go to bed. I go to bed at a certain time. Because I know it is jumping on just one Italian-made suits. I was 18 years old, wore 2 cars, had 2 cars, 3 girlfriends, walked around talking about the cream always rise to the top. But my grandmother told me one thing. She said, Michael, bird can fly so high, but he must come down to get his food. See, if I stay humble, I won't crumble. See, the company you keep will determine the trouble you meet. So I go opposite the crowd. A million people went to the water air show. I stopped going to water air shows. So I stopped worshiping things that take people alive. Solomon said in Proverbs, wisdom is better than weapons of war. You know, you take a fool and put him in a mansion, he's still a fool. It's not what you possess, who you are, the position you hold, where you're located that makes you happy or happy. It's what you think about. You always think about all day long. As a man thinketh, so is he. Your thoughts become your actions. Should you do wrong, not let you do again and again. Not let you form a desire toward it. Suffering is accumulation of a wrong. Should you do good, let you do it again and again, let you form a desire toward it. Happiness is accumulation of good. So you, like my grandma said, you're going to reap what you sow. See, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. See, so I had to change. You know, my lifestyle was based on haircuts, shoe shines, and car washes. You know, because the more you value things, the less you value yourself. See, I can't worship God and money both. You know, if your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. You know, for the uncontrolled, there's no wisdom, nor for the uncontrolled, the power of concentration. For he that has no concentration, no peace. And for peaceful, how can it be happiness? He that cannot do the bad would not live to see the good. He is wise and doeth all the pains of life and still smiles and serenity. Solomon said in Proverbs, you're a poor specimen if you can't stand the pressure of adversity. You know, I told people many years ago, you know, Amazon took over the world. You push a button, something come to you. A lazy man stays in the bed like hinges on the door saying he can't go to work because there might be a lion on the road. A lazy man stays in the bed like hinges on the door saying he can't go to work because there might be a lion on the road. See, he used fear to not to go to work. And what is fear? Fear is a dark room with developed negatives. If you got bit by a dog, you're 10 years old, you shouldn't be 61 years old scared of dogs. Get past your fears. So fear is everywhere. You mean you say you got two masks on, you got two shots, two masks on, and you're still scared? You know what I'm saying? So, freedom of the mind. The mind has to be free. That's what freedom comes, you can be locked up and still be free. But see, what I tell people is stay outdoors, live outdoors, breathe. Bad breath is better than no breath. Sir Tenzel said, I have no riches but my thoughts, yet these wealth are enough for you. Yeah, this proverb talks about you only grow when you're alone. So Aristotle said he's his own best friend and takes a life in privacy with a man of no virtue ability, one works enemy, afraid of solitude. Socrates talks about one must worry less about his clothes, hair, and his looks, and nurture more his mind and spirit with great thoughts contained in books. Confucius talks about great men are completely at ease, petty men are always on edge. So today, it's about peace. Peace. I pray to have no fear. So Buddha said the whole secret of existence is have no fear. So a fool is quick-tempered, a wise man stays cool when insulted. A spiritual person can endure insults, ill treatment, criticism, and not react, and his spirit be strong like an army. A spiritual person can endure insults, ill treatment, criticism, and not react. Then his spirit be strong like an army. So today I don't have to react. Wear the world like a loose garment. You ain't got, like I said, most people they're going to Indiana, Wisconsin to enjoy life. So Mike Scott, Chicago, cool to be a square.